Hi there, students. I had a question from Fran Pontes about the word clearance. So clearance, this looks like an easy word, but in fact we use it in multiple different situations. Clearance is the act of clearing something. Yeah, the act of removing unwanted things that you want, that you don't want. So, for example, an antique dealer could have a house clearance where they have to take everything out of the house to sell it. Or you could have the Highland clearances where they moved people out of the Highlands of Scotland. Okay, so it's moving something, waste or something that you don't want from a place. Yeah, or when people are forced to permanently move away from an area. You could have a clearance sale, yeah, is where a company or a shop wants to make some space. Yeah, so clearance, they are trying to make space to reduce the amount of stock. Yeah, and that's a clearance sale because they're trying to clear space within their shop. I was walking through the forest and I came to a clearance or a clearing as well. A clearance here is just an area where there are no trees, an open area. Yeah, it's an area that's cleared of trees. Yeah. Okay. Clearance, the distance between two things that are moving so that they avoid touching one another. So if you've got two moving parts in a machine, the clearance is the minimum distance between the two. Or maybe you want to take a truck under a bridge and you need to know how much clearance there is, how much space there is, so that you don't get your truck, the top of your truck, stuck under the bridge. Clearance could be vertical clearance. Yeah. Tall vehicles should take an alternative route because there is low clearance under this bridge. Yeah. The distance between the bottom of the door and the floor, this is the clearance, a clearance of a couple of millimeters. You could have clearance to do something, official permission. Yeah. Clearance says that you've satisfied the official conditions to do something. Yeah. You get security clearance. Yeah, permission. Or maybe you have clearance to look at certain sensitive or secret documents. Yeah, the aeroplane will leave once it gets clearance from the air traffic control tower. Yeah, permission to do something. A check. Yeah, a check can clear. A bank transfer can clear. So the clearance of a check can take a couple of weeks. It's the process of a check or a transfer going through an organization. You have the clearing banks. Okay, in football, a clearance, the goalkeeper kicks the ball away from their goal, or the defender kicks the ball away from the goal. Yeah, the defender. So after a good clearance by the goalkeeper, the forward went on to score. Okay, so it's kicking the ball away from your goal in football. Okay, so yeah, a clearance sale where you reduce prices to make space for new goods. Official clearance. The pilot needed clearance for takeoff. The amount of space available for an object to pass through an opening without touching anything. Yeah. particularly the clearance under a bridge, yeah, or two cars going in opposite directions, the amount of clearance, or the moving parts of a machine, the distance between them. Clearance. There may be clearance charges for this transaction. You need customs clearance, permission, official permission to bring the goods into the country. Yeah, you could have security clearance, regulatory clearance. Yeah, I need clearance from my boss to purchase this item. Yeah, okay, so I need permission from him. Something that's on clearance is available at a lower price. So yeah, the computers are on clearance in the clearance sale. Wow, that's a lot of meanings, isn't it? Okay, so the idea of this is, let's see, to remove things that you don't want. Yeah, I sold the house, and the clearance of the house was a very big job because I had to give the house without anything in it. Yeah, so the clearance. Clearance, the act of moving everything out. It makes me think again of the Highland clearances, clearing something out of a space. The clearance in a tunnel, the height, it could also be the width or another passage where you go down. Clearance, permission to do something. Clearance from air traffic control. Permission to have access to secret documents. Yeah, security clearance. The permission to do something. Yeah, clearance from my boss. A clearance sale, merchandise reduced at price to make more space for new things. And then clearance in banking, a transaction that goes through a clearinghouse. Yeah, it's the difference between paying it in and actually having the money in your bank account. So I guess that's enough. Clearance, formality, 5 informality, use anywhere. And then as to origin, well, it comes from Latin clarus, meaning clear, bright, yeah, which actually comes from Proto-Indo-European kel, meaning to shout. So enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Clearance.